requested things that I'm asked to do when it comes to podcast or video or whatever is to talk to my family. And y'all have seen me talk to my mom. Y'all have seen me talk to my sister.
Yes.
Y'all haven't really seen me talk to Kariss. Because we've not done anything.
No.
Because every time I ask her to do something, she's like, why? Why do you want me to do it? So we're all here together, and we want to talk about a few things. So first of all, let's acknowledge the obvious. You're pregnant.
Yes.
I am.
Due in a matter of weeks. Baby number 2.
Second great-grandchild.
Yes, the great-grandchild, because we're still forbidden from sharing the sex.
Yes.
Okay, I just want y'all to know that's her fault, not mine. She doesn't want anybody to know, but that's okay. It's a surprise. This is a surprise. So what are you most afraid of with childbirth for number 2? Let's just start with that.
I think I'm most afraid of the pushing the baby out part. Because I remember labor and how bad it hurt. And like, I know that it's going to be miserable, like I remember how miserable it was. But I don't really remember pushing her out. So I'm scared of like
you were
how
half
bad
blacked out, probably.
Yeah, I would like fall asleep in between contractions. I remember them saying like, is she on something? Like, because I kept falling asleep in between the
exhausted.
Yeah, I was so tired. So I don't really remember what it felt like pushing her out. So that's
Should we clarify for people that she's refusing to
medical care?
She's refusing medical care. And some of
I don't know
us
why
have no
on
problem with
earth.
that.
I don't know why on earth she would not go to a
Where
doctor.
did she get that idea?
Yeah, right. No epidural. Oh my gosh.
I don't know why she's not going to go get an epidural. I don't know why she's not having this baby under a doctor's care.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
So you're using a midwife.
Yes.
What has influenced that decision?
I just want to be able to give birth in more ways than like just laying on my back. I want to be able to labor differently. I don't want to be intervened with. I feel like women have been giving birth since forever, and there shouldn't be a time limit on it. It shouldn't be, well, you've been in labor for this long, so now we need to give you a C-section, whatever. I just want to be able to do it without people fussing over me.
Okay, and you tried this the first time.
Yes, I did.
You tried this the first time, and how did that go?
I did it for 16 hours.
Yeah, that's a
And
long
then
time.
I said, give me an epidural. Get me to the hospital immediately.
Okay.
And then after 10 more hours of being in a hospital,
Were we there for 10
after
hours?
the epidural,
You were there for
it was 10 hours
a long
after I got, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my
Because it was a
goodness,
total
it
of
doesn't
26
seem like
hours.
that.
It was a
Yeah.
long time.
So it was 16 hours of like the labor part,
Wow.
and then
Wow.
after the epidural it was 10 hours.
Mm.
So, yeah, what was the question?
Yeah.
You tried this the
Yeah.
first time.
Yeah, I tried it the first time, and yeah, it was hard. It hurt.
It hurt.
Yeah.
And then she was like 9 something.
Yeah, she was 9 pounds 4 ounces.
Whoa.
Okay.
This baby's already at 8.
It's already
Yeah.
at 8.
Probably more now. That was last week.
Whoa. So you probably have a 10-pounder, maybe.
If I can make it to my due date, we'll see.
So childbirth, what do you remember about it, Silhouette?
It was amazing.
Because you had epidural.
Yeah.
But you had multiple. You had C-section.
I did.
You had
I did.
natural childbirth.
Yeah. The first one was hard, and probably because we intervened. I do agree with Kariss that I think you should just let your body go into labor on its own. We, I was a little past my due date, and we were anxious. This is our first baby.
Yeah.
So they were like, well, just put some gel and it'll get things going. But I think getting things going actually made the process harder, more difficult.
Oh, okay.
So I just think my body wasn't ready yet. So it just took forever to get to the place where Jackson could come out, and then he didn't want to because he wasn't in the right position. I think we just would have left my body alone. It would have been fine. And the reason why I think that is because on my second child, I let my body go into labor, and I remember I wanted to stay at home as long as I possibly
Is that the one
could.
where we went out to eat and did all the things? We went to
Well, we
see.
had
Like, am I
CC's.
in labor?
I was like,
Am I in labor? I was like, you're in labor.
Because it doesn't hurt that bad. And Chrystal was like counting. She had her clock, and she was counting up to 5 minutes, and she would say 4:58, 59, 5 minutes. As soon as she would say that, I would just go, oh my goodness. She's like, that's labor if they're consistent.
But it wasn't on steroids because of
No,
extra.
yeah, it was just,
Yeah.
and so I waited till I could, got to the hospital just in time when I was like, okay, this is not funny anymore. And then
Jared was driving like a bat out of Hades. I think.
Yes.
He was on the freeway.
yeah, had an epidural, and then he
Wow.
was just born. Like it was just,
Yeah.
You were even shocked. I remember the look on your face, like, did he just come out?
Yeah, I was like, was that it? And then pretty much the same with my third. Just let my body start when my body wanted to start for the most part, and then just
Right.
so. But I had an epidural, so I remember being able to enjoy that my family was there, and like we were talking and joking around and hanging out and stuff until it was time to push. And so
Yeah, we
That's
do
what
babies
epidural
together.
is
It's a
for.
family.
It is kind of a family.
Yeah, we're all in the waiting room. Can I come in yet? And hanging out until everybody's got to get out. It's kind of a family situation.
People think it's a little.
Yeah.
It's I know
Yeah,
they do.
people think it's
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, it's all right. It's how we do it.
Yeah.
Childbirth for you.
Childbirth for me was amazing because I had surgery with all four. In the years ago in 1972, when you have one child C-section, those doctors.
Because what happened
passed-
with me? Why was I a C-section?
They said that my pelvic area just was not cooperating with the size of my baby. That was 8 something. I forgot now. You were
8'1"
8'1".
or something like that.
But in those days, the doctors didn't then try natural
Yeah.
for the second child.
Yeah.
You just were scheduled for surgery. But I must say I had the experience of labor.
Yes.
Because I labored you for 20-something hours.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
When they finally told me, ma'am, surgery. And I was like, okay.
Right.
I was ready. So anyway.
Yeah, I remember one of my midwives asked me how long you were in labor,
Yeah.
and she said because it can be it's kind of a
Really?
long. Yeah, she said if your mom was in labor along with her first one,
Mm.
it might be the same. Because we have friends who their babies just slip out, and I'm always
Yeah.
wondering why does that's not fair?
Yeah.
It's not fair.
Yeah.
We kind of
Because your situation, it was hard.
Yeah, I've had,
With every baby, it's been
with
hard.
every baby, it's been
Okay.
hard. I had one natural in a hospital, but natural.
Yeah.
Then the second was natural and rough and C-section. The third was natural
At
and
home.
rough.
All those started at home.
They all started at home. The only one where the baby came out and there was no drama was the last one. There was
Yeah.
drama with all of them.
JoJo.
So the question is, I know I'm not the moderator here, but the question
She's always trying to take
everybody
over.
wants to know is why, if it was so hard, and I mean, it was hard on you,
Yeah.
why would you do it again? Because that's just you. You had a very hard time the first time. Why would you say, I'm going to do it again at home as opposed to going to the hospital and knowing there's an option to have a pain, not less, but
yeah.
why do you not choose that option?
So the first time with Kariss, 19, teenager, was in the hospital, and I just said, I think I can do it without drugs, and I did do it. So when it came to baby number 2, I just remembered that in the hospital with baby number 1, really, I didn't have any help. Like, nobody was with me, nobody, the doctor came in at the end, the nurse just came in every few minutes and checked on me. It was just me and that bed rail and my college roommate. So I just thought,
We were there. Excuse me.
no, you came at the end. Like you got there Friday morning,
Okay.
but I had been at the hospital since 11 o'clock the night before. So my thought was the majority of this time it's just been me, like working through it. I mean, my friend was, but it was so I just thought, and I don't remember how I was introduced to it. I think I just met somebody who'd had a baby at home. And she said, yeah, I mean, if you're in your own environment and you're able to labor in a place where you're comfortable and have someone who's with you the whole time, like your midwife and her assistant, it can be the same experience, but a little lovelier because it's just, you're not forced to do things the way someone dictates. So I thought, oh, baby number 1, I did it. So I'll do it with baby number 2. And baby number 2 is asynclitic, which is a fancy word for their head came down crooked, and it wasn't the same.
Yeah.
So then the third time it became me being me. Like, I'm gonna try this again because I'm here to
Achievement.
yeah. So then the third time was rough because he got stuck. It was a shoulder dystocia baby.
Yeah.
And the fourth
my
time, I
goodness.
was kind of like, maybe I should just. And I met a lady. She just said, no, you. If that's what you want to do, it'll be fine. Let me just tell you what to do so you don't grow as big of a baby.
Oh.
So then she's like, you can't have juice, like all these things. So I was having 8, 9 pound babies, and then the last one was 7.
Mm.
She said, just to make it easier on
Yeah.
you. I said, okay.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Yeah.
No bad positioning, no intervention, no people telling. It was just, but I think people choose to do it the best way that works for them.
Yeah.
Because when they look at me and say, there is no way that I would ever put myself to that, and my babies come out just fine.
Yeah.
So you got to do what works for us.
Yeah.